I married according to my choice. My wife was a beautiful woman, and my sister-in-law no less. I was married for 3 years. I was crazy about my sister-in-law. My in-laws belong to a family. All the girls in her family are pink, and at that time my sister-in-law was 20 years old. My wife was 22 years old, and I was 22 years old. I was 28 years old. At that time I was in a very good job in a company. I was transferred to another city by the company, and my in-laws did not live in the same city. I shifted in this house with my wife. My wife's name is Huma, while my sister-in-law's name is Samira. Samira is very worried. I had given her willingly. There was no question of refusal because it was my heart's desire to hold Samira close. I could not bring her close to me, but I could hold her close to me, even though I wanted to love her. I wanted my heart. She had a strong desire. She was a girl full of love. What crazy heart would not want to fall in love with her? Well, after some days when Samira came to our house, I could not guess anything from the sadness on her face. But I understood that now Samira has to stay here for some time. The day she was not talking to me much. I forgot to tell you that she was alone all day. She used to come back home during the day. My wife and I used to bring her almost every day to make Samira happy. My wife asked why Samira was so sad and worried, so my wife told that father wants to marry her against her will. She is interested in another boy while father is against his friend's son. They want to marry her, and when she refuses to agree, they are forcing her. After hearing this, I was thinking what to do now. Samira is interested in someone else. She will never hold her hand, will give, and if she makes noise. So my life will be ruined, but one night, suddenly my prediction proved wrong. That night my wife was happily sleeping with me. I felt thirsty, so I got up and started to take water from the fridge, but found that there was not even a bottle of cold water in the fridge of the room. So I went out of the room and wanted to drink water. Kitchen fridge, I noticed that there was no cold water in the fridge in the room. Walking slowly, I looked at something, and when I came near Samira, I was surprised to see her. Hidayat's every move was what she was getting from her boyfriend, and they had a lot of relationships who might be expressing their desire for love while talking to her. I was shocked to see all this, but my joy knew no bounds because now I could lay my hands on Samira. Till now I was understanding this, but after understanding their relationship, I realized that now it is not difficult to lay hands on Samira. If she creates a ruckus, I tell her about the conversations and activities on the pool. I can blackmail. Seeing all this, Samira was weak. I came back without drinking water and could not sleep for the whole night. After that I couldn't sleep. I spent the whole night thinking and planning how to somehow lay my hands on Samira so that she can be mine easily. With this thought, it was morning, and it was time for me to go to office. I asked Samira, is Samira sleeping now? She won't have breakfast. She replied, yes, I don't know. She is still sleeping. Maybe she is not well. I will check. Now breakfast. Go do it. I am also late for school. I will have breakfast after hearing this. I got busy, and after some time spent the whole day planning in the office. Then when he came back in the evening, he told me that a seminar was going on, will be held in the school, and it will be held in 2 days. I have been called to IS headquarters. I told him, okay, I will apply for leaving the office, and then we will go together. He replied, no, I have to go alone. Moreover, I can't go with anyone. There are teachers who are making arrangements for our accommodation and transport, etc. I was beyond happy to hear that. Asked whether I will stay alone at home. You and I will stay for 2 days. Pretend to be sad and come back. I kept thinking that somehow I should put my hands on Samira so that she can easily become mine. With this thought, morning came, and I asked my wife if Samira is still sleeping. She won't have breakfast, he replied. Yes, I don't know. She is still sleeping. Maybe she is not feeling well. I will see. Now at breakfast and go to office. I am also getting late. School. After hearing this, I got busy in breakfast, and after some time left for office, and spent the whole day planning in the office. Then when I came back in the evening, my wife was sitting with good news for me, that she told that a seminar is being held in the school, called the headquarters for 2 days, which was in another city. I told him, "Okay, I will apply for leave at the office." He replied, "No, I have to go alone. Can't go along because there are other teachers in the school who are also going." All arrangements. I was overjoyed to hear that the school was taking care of our accommodation and transport, etc. Then I said, "Shall I stay alone in the house?" She replied, "Samira is with you, okay? Then I will come back." For 2 days I thought of being sad, and then we ate. I gave permission for her. Then we had dinner and got ready for bed. I worked like this all night, so that when she woke up in the morning, she was very happy that I got it. Loving husband, my wife quickly got ready and went to her school. Now she had to come back on the 3rd day. Now me and Samira were at home. Now I also had to go to office, so I also got ready and went to the office unwillingly. Something has to be done. I set my plan in the office, and in the evening when I returned home from the office, I felt something inside Samira, as if she wanted to say something but didn't. Bravely I ignored her. Then it was dinner time. I kept praising her while eating, and she started eating silently. She was busy. After eating, Samira went to wash the dishes, and I quietly went to my room as if she heard me, but I didn't understand how to start talking to Samira. Thinking that at the door there was a knock, I said, "Come." Samira came in. I said what happened. Okay, then she kept silent. I went and said, "Okay." Then she quietly sat in front of me and didn't say anything. I asked her what happened. "Why are you looking at me upset?" I got up and went to her house and started consoling her. After crying for a while, she told me that she was in love with a boy and had met him many times, and does not want to marry anyone else. And she needs my help, on which I asked her, "Have you gone with this boy?" Her face changed color. I bowed down and said softly, "No, I have not done anything like that." Then I said, "Something will happen for which you are longing for. Otherwise it would not have happened now." It was being caught stealing. He said that we did nothing wrong. Then I continued talking to him, and finally I found out that both of them had fallen in love too. I replied, "If I wish you this," when I finished. So hearing my words, she jumped as if she had seen a snake and looked at me with surprised eyes. She looked at me and started looking at me with surprised eyes. Then I tried to explain to her by engaging her in words that, "Look, you are also young, and I also need love, and you too cannot live without it. My wife can't live without you. If you are, we both can fulfill our needs, and no one will know." She kept looking at me. Then I asked the same question again. He didn't answer, but I sat with my head bowed. I got up from him and said that you should go to your room and think. Then come, otherwise, understand that nothing happened between us. After saying this, she got up quietly and went out of the room. An hour later there was a knock at my door, and when I went and opened the door, Samira was standing with her head bowed. I held Samira's hand and told her that you must have liked today's story. May Allah Hafiz allow it.